I just want to say that these measurement questions in the CSEC Math Paper 2s are totally unhinged, meaning that they are not as straightforward as in previous years and they require a bit more critical thinking, and the entire question is just related to just one shape. So you have to keep in mind what you did in the last part and apply it to the next part. So let's go through this question. This is from, of course, May 2024, and we're on question 6. So in this question, we're supposed to use pi as 22/7. So part A, the diagram below shows a gold bar in the shape of a trapezoidal prism. Its volume is 2,886 cubic centimeters. The length and height of the prism are indicated on the diagram. Part 1, calculate the area of the shaded cross-section of the trapezoidal prism. So I'm not sure if you are seeing that gray area clearly. That's the shaded section, right? So you have to calculate the area of that shaded section for 1 mark. So let me just shade it in gray. Okay. Excuse my poor shading skills. So the shaded area, of course, is the area of a trapezium. Now, let me explain the cross-section. So this shape, the solid, is a trapezoidal prism. So this cross-section is the same throughout the entire length of the prism. So if I were to take a knife and cut or slice this prism like this, let me just show you. If I slice it up like this, the end shape, the shape of the end is always going to be a trapezium. So the formula for volume of any prism is equal to the area of the cross-section, which I'm going to label A, multiplied by the length. Now you notice that they gave you two measurements here. One is the length of the prism and one is the height. So I think they gave you this to confuse you because you really don't need this measurement actually, because this is the length of the prism, which we have to multiply by the cross-sectional area in order to get the volume. So they already gave you the volume is 2,886 cubic centimeters. So to find the area of the shaded cross-section, we just divide volume by length of the prism. So that will be 2,886 divided by the length, which is 31.2. And our cross-sectional area will give, using a calculator, 92.5 square centimeters. Okay, so that's your 1 mark. Now let's go on to part 2 because this is related to part 1. So the cuboid-shaped gold bar shown below has the same volume as the trapezoidal prism-shaped gold bar displayed in part A. Calculate the height of the cuboid-shaped gold bar, and that is worth 2 marks. Okay, so this is the shape of a cuboid, and we know volume of a cuboid is equal to length by breadth by height. So we're given the length, we're given the breadth, and the height is unknown. Of course, they said the prism above, this trapezoidal prism, has the same volume as this cuboid. So therefore, we're using the volume as 2,886. So to find the height, we will have to divide volume times the length by the breadth. So we take 2,886 and divide that by 30.6 times 8.2. And if we multiply two numbers in the denominator, 30.6 times 8.2 is 250.92. And then if we divide those two values, we would get the height to be approximately, I'm using 1 decimal place, 11.5 centimeters as the height of the cuboid.